welcome to everybody. We're on Wednesday night, Parashat Vayishlach. Yaakov is sending angels. We're going to talk about these angels, messengers later. I want to start by doing the niggunim of the Alter Rebbe and the Rav Hamagid of Mezeritch, because we're so close to Yud Tet Kislev, we have to make a farbrengen for Yud Tet Kislev. So that's what we're going to do today. Which niggun we're going to start? I'm going to start with a niggun we didn't do in Hebrew. Why not? Let's do something else. I'm going to start with the old niggun. It's called Niggun Hachana. They don't know if it's one of the 10 niggunim of the Rebbe, Alter Rebbe. They say he wrote 10 niggunim that are attributed to be his niggunim, or he wrote them, or it's a different one from him, but it's attributed to him. Many people sing with this niggun. They sing Shalom Aleichem because it fits very nicely. So Niggun Hachana. If Dina is here. Dina is not yet here. She usually is, and she likes to know which niggun, which number it is. So it's number 11 in Sefer Niggunim, the old niggun from the Alter Rebbe. And I'm going to switch microphones. So that was Niggun Yashan, an old niggun, one of the niggunim of the Alter Rebbe. Let's go on to something that everybody knows. Keli ata vodeka, Elokai romemeka. Let's do that one. And you can sing with me, but with your microphone closed, because otherwise there's a delay and we can't sing together. But you're welcome to sing in your own. You can sing off key as much as you want. We won't hear it. So enjoy singing with us. If I don't switch back the microphones, you won't hear me. I want to do another song by the Alter Rebbe we didn't do in Hebrew, so anybody who stayed here from the Hebrew gets a double thing. We want to connect what we're doing with the Parshat Shavua. So we said in the Parshat Shavua, there's a lot of angels, because Yaakov is sending the angels to Esav. You know what they say in Hassidic? That כתוב, Vayishlach Yaakov malachim mamash. Malachim mamash, a mamash, you know, in Yiddish, and mamash, you know, really. He sent the mamash, he sent the physicality of the angels, he sent to Esav, but the spirituality of the angels, the spirit she kept by him. So I want to do a song about angels. There's many of them, but I'm not talking about Ani Zmirot this time. I'm talking about a niggun of Alter Rebbe for Shabbos and Yom Tov called Bnei Heichala. Is Dina with us yet? Dina, you're not here? What happened to Dina? So this niggun by the Alter Rebbe is about the Arizal, the Holy Ari. He wrote poems that we say on Shabbos meals, one for the evening, one for the morning, one for Shalosh Shudas. For the one for Shalosh Shudas, he's talking about the angels, the ones dwelling in the palace, which means the angels and the neshamot in the palace of the king. It's Niggun 10, number 10, Niggun Yud in Sefer Niggunim. And we'll do Bnei Heichala, which is very angelic. You can hear it. It's talking about angels and about the powers of good that you know we can enjoy the sweetness of all this good on Shabbos afternoon, Holy of Holies. So let's do Bnei Heichala from the Alter Rebbe. Also, we didn't do the Hebrew. Again. Yeah, that's Bnei Heichala from the Alter Rebbe. Let's do, you know what? Actually, I wanted to start with niggunim before the Alter Rebbe, because Yud Tet Kislev is the Chagigula of the Alter Rebbe, but it's also the Yahrtzeit from Rav Hamagid. So let's do the niggun for Yud Tet Kislev, Pada Veshalom nafshi. I send the words out in the WhatsApp group if you want. If not, you can take. If you don't have that, you can open Tehillim to chapter 55. Chapter 55, pasuk 18 and on to the end of the chapter. That's what Alter Rebbe was saying when he was told that he's free to go. When he was released from prison, he was sitting in prison because of a how do you call it, halshana. People were saying bad things about him. How do you say? Call it lalshin, halshananem. Any help for the Hebrew speakers? Never mind. So he was accused of treason, and he was put in jail. And actually, what he was accused of was up there in heaven, that he was spreading too much Hasidus. There was too much that was going on, because when the Baal Shem Tov was saying Hasidus, everything was like a sentence here, sentence there. That was it, like tidbits. When the Rav Hamagid came, he was telling a little more. When the Alter Rebbe came, he turned it into a whole river of Torah, and it was just spreading out. And there was a informant. Yeah, there was some informant that was talking bad at him, but still, Halshanai, I don't know. Okay, that helps. So that he was spreading Hasidus. Somebody found a page of Hasidus rolling down the street, and he says, that's not the way that you take care of Torah things. Why do you not, respect the things enough? And he put it in down out the street. So I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Pinchas Mikorich. He said, there was a king, and the king had a son, and his son was very dear to him. The son was very, very sick. The prince was about to get lost, and he was trying everything. He was calling all the doctors, and they couldn't find anything to heal him. And till one doctor says, you know what? There's one solution. I can't promise it's going to work. Maybe it's going to work. We can try. You have to take the main gem in the crown, the main big stone in the crown, and you have to crush it and turn it into powder and put it into water, and then you try and give the prince to drink from it. If a few drops will get into the prince's mouth, maybe he'll survive and revive. So the king will hesitate to do that, to take the crown and the main stone in the crown in order to save the prince. Of course he'll win. So that was the mashal, that was a parable that Chassidut to spread out in our generation. When the Baal Shem Tov started the movement, Am Yisrael was in such a terrible state of depression and despair because of all the false Mashiachim and all the pogroms. It was very, very hard for Yidden then. So the Alter Rebbe, when he was released from prison, it meant that up there in heaven, the decree was nullified and Chassidus could be taught. So the niggun I want to do now can show us a little about this, because the first part was written by the Baal Shem Tov, and it's simple, a simple statement. The Rav Hamagid takes the same thing and develops it, so it's a little more developed, because in the time of the Rav Hamagid, there was more contradiction, there was more misnagdim against the Chassidut. And when the Alter Rebbe came, he had to fight hard. He had to fight hard to show that the Hasidim are God-fearing people, and we're not leaving Torah. We are going according to Torah, and even making people have more strength and enthusiasm about Torah. So the third part is even more elaborated. And then what happens is, when the Alter Rebbe added the third part, it started rolling, and you could go from key to key, from one key to another key, till you can cover all the keys. That's why it's called also Niggun Ensof. So it has two names, this Niggun. It has the name of either Gimel Tnuot, 3 movements, because the first movement is Baal Shem Tov, second is the Rav Hamagid, the third one is the Alter Rebbe. Also, it's called Niggun Ensof, the gun of eternity, because it can roll between all the keys and keep going and keep going. So don't worry, we're not going to go till forever. We're just going to do a few keys. And then we have more niggunim we want to do. Only like 1,000, 3,000, 500 and whatever. There's so many niggunim we want to do. So we're going to do the Gimel Tnuot, which is in the book. Where is it in the book? It should be after that. This is for Dina, but she's not with us yet. I hope Dina is well. Yeah, it's 20. Niggun number 20 in the book. And we'll start, and you can be with us. And yeah. Okay, so that was the Gimel Tnuot, the three movements from the Baal Shem Tov, Rav Hamagid, and then the Alter Rebbe. So now let's do the Pada Veshalom from, I promised that I didn't do it, huh? We didn't play it. So we'll do Pada Veshalom. They say that when the Alter Rebbe was told that he's free to go from prison, he was saying the pasuk Pada Veshalom in the chapter. They ask why was he saying this chapter of Tehillim Dafka then? So they say that he was saying Tehillim of the month every day, but also because he was in a time of danger, he was saying that part of the day of the week also. So it turned out it was Tuesday, and this was in part of Tuesday, and he was saying it just as they told him that he was released. So open up your books or open up the WhatsApp when I said you the words, and let's sing Pada Veshalom Nafshi. Here we are. אוקיי, פדה ושלום נפשי. I want to share with you now a few songs from the Rav Hamagid himself. We did one as part of the 3 movements. And there's 3 songs in 3 different Chassidiyot. They have it in their tradition that it's from the Rav Magid of Mezeritch. I sent you some words in the WhatsApp group. The first one is Zara Chaya V'Kayama. I'm going to stay with this microphone so I can sing it for you because I don't know if you know it. Zara Chaya Chaya V'Kayama, Zara Chaya V'Kayama, Zara Chaya Chaya V'Kayama, Zara Maybe I can turn a little this way and I can see you a little more while I play. We'll see. So it's interesting to mention that the Rav Hamagid had a problem with his legs. He could barely walk. The Rav Hamagid was walking with 2 sticks. He had a problem with his leg, but his songs are so happy. So the second song I want to share is from the tradition of Rojin. They have a tradition. This is a song of his. It's and the words. The one we just sang is from after Kriyat Torah. We have a blessing for all the congregation, whoever helps Torah, whoever's this, and his should have children and grandchildren. Everybody's going to be dealing with Torah. So that's what we're saying now. Now the next one is from the brachas that we say for a young couple getting married, an older couple getting married, doesn't matter which age, but Gila Rina Ditza V'Chedva Ahava Ba'achva Shalom V'Reut. It's from one of the blessings under the chuppah and in the Sheva brachas. So it's also from the Rav Hamagid, tradition of Rojin. I'm also going to leave the microphone open so I can sing for you. I don't know if you knew this one, but I think the one from Breslov, most people know that one, but they just don't know it's from the Rav Hamagid. Kumi Roni Balayla, I gave you the words in the WhatsApp also. Kumi Roni Balayla, it's from the Megillat Eicha, what we read on the saddest day of the year, on Tisha B'Av, the Megillah that we read, these words are from there. It says in the middle of the night you should get up and sing. It's like for Tikkun Chatzot. Kumi Roni Balayla, Berosh HaShmurot. You're going to get up in the middle of the night and you're going to sing. The Rav Hamagid turned into something so happy, so amazing, and you probably know it. Another one from Rav Hamagid. Yeah. Let's do, we don't have that much time. Because of Parshat Shavua, when we're talking about the angels, we have a job in this world. We're not supposed to forget the job of they have in this world. I could have sang with you the Kol Adid Ofek, but then we won't have time for Abba Babot, and I want us to do the Abba Babot today in honor of Yud Tet Kislev. So let's do Ufartzta instead. Ufartzta is something I owe you because we were supposed to sing it last week, but I missed it. It was in the parsha of last week of Vayetze, that Hashem promises Yaakov, Ufartzta Yama V'Kedma, V'Tzafona V'Negba. The song is a Niggun from Dubrovna, and it was put together on the pasuk of Ufartzta by Rabbi Yosef Marton, Pada Veshalom. He put it together, and the Rebbe really loved it, and the Rebbetzin really loved it, and it caught like fire. Ufartzta. So let's do Ufartzta, because that's our job in this world. We are supposed to be in this world and do the job that Hashem intended for us. We are the Malachim. Malach is a shaliach, is a messenger that he has. Okay, so let's do Ufartzta. And you know the song. You don't have to hear me singing it. You're going to sing it yourself. breaking out without breaking the piano. Okay, so now let's get to the Holy of Holies, the Niggun of Arba Babot. The Alter Rebbe wrote this Niggun, and it's so exact. If you remember, we were talking about Niggun Mechuvan. Niggun Mechuvan is a Niggun which is very exact. It gives us a direction, it's tuned, it attunes us, it's attuned to much higher things. And also we said the Kavana is a window. So this Niggun definitely opens the window. It opens for us a window from one world to the next, because the Arba Babot means 4 gates. 4 gates between 4 worlds. We're going to ascend from the lowest world, which is our world of deeds, and we're going to get to the highest world, which is Atzilut, which is Etzel, right? Etzel Ribono Shel Olam. And how does it do that? So the Alter Rebbe takes us for a trip from the lowest world of Asiya. You can hear that he's trying to go up. You know that in our world, changing anything is so hard. Just to change a habit is so, it's a work of a lot of willpower. And if you move a millimeter in this world, when you go a little higher up, this millimeter starts to, it starts to be bigger and bigger. And if you go over the roof, it's already tens of centimeters. If you go up to the heaven, it's kilometers. So making a little change in our world is so huge up there. So we have to try. So the first part of the Arba Babot, you hear that it's trying to go up and falls down, try to go up and it falls down. That's the first part, which is hataka. We have to try and move ourselves from where we were. And that's keneged olam ha'asiyah, it's for the world of deeds. Then, if we succeed to go higher up, like I said, oh, I was inspired, I got, something higher. That's the olam of yetzirah, that's the world of creativity, creation. There's 2 worlds of creation. Olam of yetzirah is the world of feeling, and olam ha'bri'ah, which above it, is the world of intellect. So first we get to olam ha'yetzirah. You can see here that it's the same motives trying to go up, but it doesn't fall down anymore. It's becoming a little more stable. And then that's a ha'amaka. It's getting deeper into things. And then we have the third part, which is for olam ha'bri'ah. In the world of bri'ah, it's like angels of intellect. It's a much more sophisticated world. And there, you can see the melodies going sideways. It doesn't try to go up and down anymore. It can go sideways. And after that, we succeed to get to Olam HaAtzilut, which is the highest world, because above that is just godliness. There's nothing in the world. There's no world. But when Hashem created the world, he took all this eternal light and he turned it into a world of very spiritual world, which is Olam HaAtzilut. Atzilut, which means in Hebrew, it means either noble. It's a noble world. Like you have noble gas or noble metal like gold won't mix with any other metal, and gas, if you have a noble gas, it also floats above everything else. It won't mix with everything else. So that's part of Atzilut. Another thing of Atzilut is Etzel. Etzel in Hebrew means right close to, next to. So the world of Atzilut is united with godliness. So through this Niggun, we go climb the gates, we get all the way up to the Atzilut. But in Atzilut, we can't stay there. We're not allowed to stay there. We were created to be down in this world. We're messengers, we're angels. We said, actually we're higher than angels. Angels are called standing, and man is called walking. Man can walk from step to step. He can go higher up, which angels can't. They're just stuck in the way, and they're envious of us because we can reach places where the angels can't. So the fourth part, we get to Atzilut. The third part is Alizut HaNefesh, it's the joy of the soul. And the fourth part is Alitzut HaNefesh, even more, it's overjoy, it's more a joy. And you can hear the music changes, it becomes major key. It's huge, you can hear it's wide and it's big and it's very, very happy. Now we can't stay there. So the Alter Rebbe gives us a step ladder to go back down. That's the going back down with that part, back to the Bri'ah. And then from there back up to Atzilut, and from there back to Bri'ah. And then I like to put in the end, to put a little quote from the beginning, from Asiya, so we can compare where we are now to where we started with. So with another Shem will. Okay, now because this niggun is so holy, we said it took the Alter Rebbe more than 20 years to perfect it. And we don't sing it anytime, just on special occasions. Today we can sing it because we're ready for bringing for Yud Tet Kislev. And before that, you need preparation. So there's Niggun Hachana before that. And the Niggun Hachana is from the time of the Frierdiker Rebbe and from before that from the Rebbe Rashab. And we sing it as Hachana to Abba Babot. And after Abba Babot, the tradition is to sing Nye Zoritchi Chloptzi. It's a fast, happy niggun saying, no guys, don't worry, we're going to get to the tavern and have some drinks. We're going to have mashke. What does that to do with Chassidut? So that's exactly the essence of Chassidut. Turn everything in this world into something holy. The Hasidim said it's a parable that, don't worry guys, we're going to get to the Rebbe. And by the Rebbe, we're going to drink the best wine, which is Chassidus. What else is better in the world than getting Chassidut? So let's do the whole three of them, Niggun Hachana, Arba Babot, and Nye Zoritchi. And you can sing with us. Okay, that was a big trip. We went all the way up and back down. And you were with us. I hope you are singing also. So, I think that's it for tonight. We had enough songs. We've had enough trips. I want to tell you that on Sunday, B'ezrat Hashem, there's a big Farbrengen for Yud Tet Kislev from the Pada Veshalom, and my band is going to play there. I think it's here in the chat still, the connection. Let's put my glasses on so I can see. This is
Rachel. Please also, please also include a link for payment.
My
for
phone
the beautiful
here.
Session you shared with us today.
There's here in the chat. There's a few things.
Great.
The first one. Okay, the first one here is the Zoom for the Sunday event. I'm going to send it in the group also. Whoever's in the group is going to get in the group. And then the chat here is in Hebrew. Whoever is not in the group and wants to join the chat group, I'll put it here in a minute. I have it, I prepared it ahead of time, so I can give you the chat in English. Here, Niggun group. Whoever wants to join, it's a message for everybody. Did it reach? Yeah? Go on. No, I got it private instead of in the general. Let's do it for everybody. Everyone. Okay. Now it's for everyone. Okay, that's a chat of Niggun. If anybody wants to join a group, it's a quiet group. I send messages there, and I send you things that I think are interesting or relevant, and there's also an open group. Whoever wants will ask. And this phone number down here, I'll write it again. So thank you, Yahrtzeit, for mentioning. If anybody wants to donate, is welcome to. You could use Bit or Paybox, and I'll also PayPal if anybody wants. PayPal is that's the PayPal. Anybody wants to pay through PayPal, so anybody wants to do it, because you're right, Rachel, it takes a lot of hours of preparation, but yeah, we have so much to share. B'ezrat Hashem, we'll meet you next week, and have a wonderful Rosh Hashanah לחסידות, לשנה טובה תיכתב ותקדם בדרכי החסידות, בלימוד החסידות, דרכי החסידות, learning Hasidus and spreading Hasidus. That's the liveliness of life. That's Hasidut. That's like